And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio, our college football report preview for teams in New York State, led by Army will host University of Connecticut at Michie Stadium. Also, number 16, Coastal Carolina will come to play at Buffalo, 12 noon, and Stony Brook will be at Oregon, number 4 in the country, and Fordham will venture down to Florida Atlantic. Now, at Michie Stadium, Army 2-0 will play against winless UConn 0-3, who just changed head coaches. Randy Edsall, who engineered their tremendous success when they were in the Big East, stepped down. Lou Spanos, the defensive coordinator, took over. He has experience in the NFL with the Tennessee Titans, also spent a year with Alabama. And they will try to improve on last week's 49-0 loss at home to Purdue. They had a competitive game against in a 38-28 loss to Holy Cross from the football championship subdivision. Now, Army is led by their quarterback, Christian Anderson, averaging 87 yards, rushing per game. As you know, Army plays the triple option, so the quarterbacks run a fair amount of the offense. He scored 1 touchdown. He also has thrown 6 of 8 completions, which is getting a lot of attention in the national press, 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Buchanan, the big fullback, one of the 260-pound fullbacks on the team, is averaging 49 yards a game. And Tyrell Robinson, the extremely athletic slot back, 46 yards a game and 1 touchdown, had a big play last week. On defense, Army is led by a cornerback, Julian McDuffie, with 16 tackles, and then the 2 inside linebackers, Eric Smith with 11 tackles and Spencer Jones, 10. Army is averaging 298 yards a game rushing. They are giving up just 45 yards a game on the ground. They just passed 187 yards a game, but they total 386 yards and are averaging 40.5 points per game. UConn has been struggling. They're averaging 115 yards a game passing, 82 yards rushing, and just 9 points a game. They're giving up 327 yards a game. They're giving up 487 yards a game. Army 327. Army is a favorite in this game by as much as 34 points. UConn has got 2 quarterbacks they've been playing. Stephen Krutowski, who is a sophomore, 14 of 25, 1 interception, played a couple of games in 2019. UConn did not play in 2020. They also have a sophomore, Jack Zerdiitis, 17 of 41, 174 yards and 3 touchdowns. Top rusher, Marion Keelan, who is a freshman, also a sophomore, Cameron Ross. They both are averaging 60 yards a game. And their best tackler is Mitchell Jackson with 26. And leading them in tackles for loss is Travis Jones. And he is a defensive lineman. So at Michie Stadium, it looks like could be an offensive show for Army. They try to grind the ball and keep time of possession very high, over 35 to 40 minutes typically. And UConn is just looking to improve on what they've done so far now with a new coach. Now, some of the games in New York State, want to just highlight Coastal Carolina. We said number 16 in the country, a team that's really developed their program, will be at Buffalo from the Mid-America Conference. Stony Brook, 1-1, will travel out to number 4 Oregon. Stony Brook trying to establish itself as a presence in college football. And Fordham, 0-2, they went out to Nebraska. Played well, but lost there at Florida's Atlantic, 6 p.m. start. Some of the other games around the state, Albany will be traveling to play at Syracuse, 1-1. Albany is 0-2, that's 12 noon. In the Ivy League, Columbia will open up against Marist from Poughkeepsie. That's a 1 o'clock start. In Academy football, Utah State will travel to play at Air Force in Colorado Springs. And locally, a big game Saturday. Merchant Marine, want to know, Kings Point, they will play at State University of New York Maritime in Throgs Neck. That is a big rivalry game locally. VMI will be at Cornell at 2 p.m. start. Long Island University will be at Miami of Ohio, who will play Army next week. Buffalo State will be at State University, New York, Cortland. Wagner will be at St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Ithaca College, the Bombers, will be at Alfred. William & Mary will visit Colgate. Colgate off to an 0-2 start. And St. Lawrence will be at State University of New York. Morris Hill will be at Michie Stadium. And you can follow our coverage of the game on our Facebook page, West Point Football Report, and also on Twitter at Sons Legion Radio. For Sons of the American Legion Radio, this is Ken Kraetzer.